Good evening and welcome to Edison's Virtual College Fair. I'm John, your facilitator for the evening. Remember, during this event, your camera and microphone will be off. So the best way to communicate with the reps during this program is to use the Q&A button that's below on your screen. Also, do not forget that there will be recording of the session available at the end of the presentations that we have for your college fair. And please refer back to those to kind of find out information about other colleges from around the country as well. That is all the housekeeping stuff I have to cover right now. But now I want to turn over our time to our lovely colleges for this evening. And first, we're going to have LIM College.
Thanks so much, John. I am going to share my screen. Perfect. Okay, so thank you guys so much for coming to join us here tonight. I'm here to talk a little bit about LIM College. We are a business fashion college located right in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. We are a private four-year institution that focuses on the business side of the fashion industry. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview as to where our campus is located. We are a true city campus, so our city is our campus, whereas some schools, you may have a dining hall. Here you have really the city to choose from where you'd like to eat. Some campuses may have a quad, and we have Central Park. Our residence hall is located about a 12-minute walk away from both of our academic buildings. You will be studying the fashion industry right in the heart of one of the fashion epicenters of the world. Looking at our undergraduate class at a glance, you'll see we have about 1,000 undergraduate students on campus. That is a relatively small size student body. That allows for that 9-to-1 student to faculty ratio. All of our faculty and staff has worked in the industry prior to teaching at LIM or while teaching at LIM. So you're really learning about the fashion industry from industry leaders themselves. Your class sizes will start at about 25 when you're a first or second year student, and they'll get smaller to get more specialized. As you need more studio space and as you need more computer time and as you need more specialized attention from your professor. We're really proud of our diverse student body. We have about 15 international countries represented on our campus, as well as about 45 states, including Alaska and Hawaii. I want to talk a little bit about each of the majors that you can study here at LIM College. However, since we only have a limited amount of time, I do just want to go through, we have the fashion media major, studying media through both the print and digital landscape. Fashion merchandising is really that business side of the fashion house. Everything from buying, planning, wholesale, resale, styling will fall under fashion merchandising. Marketing and management are a little bit self-explanatory, but you'll be learning about them as they're bent to the fashion industry. Visual studies will work a lot with colors and spacing, working with your hands in the studio, learning how to be a visual merchandiser, creative director, interior home designer, graphic designer would all fall under visual studies. We also have international business, which is really dealing a lot with imports and exports across international waters. And our newest major, the business of cannabis, if you're interested in really learning about that space. It is hugely up and coming, and there are about 60,000 jobs vacant in the city of New York. And so LIM is really trying to get on the ground floor to cultivate those next generation of industry leaders. The business of fashion is a transfer specific major. So if the business of fashion generally sounds like something that you as high school students might be interested in, I urge you to check out the fashion merchandising program. Here at LIM, something that makes us special is that you are required to do 3 internships. So while at some schools you may be encouraged to at least take 1, here you are actually required to take 3. We have a career and internship services office that provides different resources and exploration opportunities for you to really learn about the field while you're in the field itself. So you're taking all of the theory that you're learning into the classroom and putting it into practice immediately. Again, all of our faculty and staff worked in the industry prior to teaching at LIM or while teaching at LIM. So you really have the opportunity to be molded into the best employee by the employers themselves. We have career fairs, virtual and in person every single semester. Classes are canceled to make sure that that becomes a main priority for our students because it's a main priority to us. This way you will graduate with a working resume, putting you light years ahead of other students that are graduating in the same year. Tuition and fees for our academic year. I do invite you guys to take pictures of this if you would like. We are just above 29,000 for the academic year this year. However, all students who apply to LIM College upon acceptance are considered for a merit-based scholarship. So we are more than happy to help you out however we can. I definitely encourage you to talk to your admissions counselor, and we will be able to help you through this process. I always say that we are not on the common application because we're not a common school. So you will have to log on to our website, limcollege.edu, fill out our online application. All we require is all of your past transcripts, whether that's high school, college, if you took classes in the summer, or over the winter at your local community college. We will require them. You're part of your academic history and therefore they're important, but we are test optional. You can either take your SATs, ACTs and send them in, or if you take them and you don't like your score, keep them. I don't need to see them either. We don't require an essay on our application anymore. Instead, we require short answer responses. We will give you 4 opportunities or 4 different prompts to respond to, and you can choose your favorite 3, and that will count instead of an essay. An interview will be required for early action applicants or international students. So if I have any juniors in the room tonight, keep in mind that the early action application will open in August. And if LIM College is for you, hopefully we will be able to meet on campus soon. Because you guys were able to hang out with me tonight, if you are applying for the fall 2022 semester, feel free to email admissions@limcollege.edu, and I'd be more than happy to waive your fee. And for our last remaining moments, I just wanted to put our connection slide up. You can feel free to scan this QR code and see when our campus will be next open to visitors. We have an open house coming up on March 26th. If you're interested in spending the day in New York, learning a little bit about LIM College, definitely feel free to follow our Instagrams. Our students are very active. And I will now hand it off back to John. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a good one. See you soon.
Thank you so much, LIM. Next, we're going to have Otis College of Art and Design.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share. Whoops. I don't want to do that. Okay. Hold on just a moment. Stop my share. Well, this worked a minute ago. It always happens, right? Okay, sorry about that. And here we go. Okie doke. So hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Sherry Chillingworth. These are my contact details. I am with Otis College of Art and Design. I'm going to take you a little bit through the program and introduce you first to our community. Otis College is around 1,250 students and around 400 professional faculty, all working in the industry in which they're teaching. We are the oldest college of art and design in Southern California, founded in 1918. That makes us 103. So we have been around for quite some time. As you can see, we have a really great mix on campus. I think that's super important when you're starting to talk to other students that come from different areas and backgrounds and cultures than what you've come from. That's when that cross-pollination of ideas can really happen. And so the Chronicle of Higher Education has said that we are the top 1% for diversity. Los Angeles, I think if you want to study art and design and whatever it is you do want to study, you want to make sure you have access to it. And in LA, you really do. You can have it all from music, culture, the weather, everything is here. This is Otis, located in the foreground of the screen right here. LMU, which is Loyola Marymount University, is about a mile up the street from us. We are starting to cross-register with them in the liberal arts and sciences. And in turn, their students can come onto our campus and take courses in art and design because we have a little bit more to offer in that way. So something that I think is really important is to realize how many jobs there are available in the creative economy here in Los Angeles. There's around 800,000 jobs available currently. We do a very extensive study on the creative economy every year. So if you'd like more information on that, pop onto our website. We do have on-campus housing, home to 230 students. Our campus is actually open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We never close. So you can work in the studios as long as you would like. Some students love to work at night. Studios, lab shops, and galleries are super important. When I was looking at art and design schools for myself, I wanted to make sure that there was a full service facility because I'm very much a maker. So for that reason, we have everything is on campus. Any idea that you have in your head can actually come out in real form through these studios, lab shops, and galleries. There's also technicians. They all have their BFA, and they'll be happy to assist you with the best way to go about working on a project. So some schools will have you claim your major right away, but Otis doesn't. We believe in that foundation year where you are honing your technical skills, starting to think like an artist and designer in 2D and 3D, and asking yourself a lot of different questions. Majors, speaking of majors, we have 7 of them to choose from at Otis: communication arts, digital media, environmental design, fashion design, fine arts, product design, and toy design. We're the only toy BFA in the world. It makes up about 65% are your studio art courses and 35% are your liberal arts and sciences. We also have 17 minors to choose from. They're a great way to develop a curriculum that is unique to your interests. Career services are there for you right away when you walk in the door. We have several ways in which we connect our students with the industry, including internship opportunities available within each one of the departments, and an internship fair that happens, as well as just connecting you to industry with visiting artists that will come onto campus as well. 94% of our students are staying within the fields of art and design. If you'd like to apply to Otis, we are on the Common App. Transfer students will fill out the Otis app, a personal statement as to why you'd like to go into art and design, transcripts from high school and any colleges that you might have attended. Your portfolio will be uploaded in Slide Room, and we are SAT, ATC optional. Scholarships and financial aid, you're automatically considered for merit scholarships when you apply based on the strength of your portfolio and your academic record. As well as 92% of our students do receive some sort of institutional aid. Deadlines are December 1st, early action, but you will hear back from us within 3 weeks. February 15th is the priority deadline. And we welcome transfer students. 30% of our students transfer in. We just want you to keep in close contact with us because transferring into art and design schools is a little bit different. So yes, we are a small school, so we do love to stay and work with our students really closely. AP test scores and IB scores are welcome. Otherwise, there's tons of ways to connect with us. If you can't get out here to visit, you can certainly connect with us virtually. Portfolio development sessions, I think, are super important for you to attend. And come take a campus tour. We are open and we'll welcome you to campus anytime. I'd like to thank you for watching tonight and visiting. And here are my contact details again. Please don't ever hesitate to reach out. Thank you. I will stop my share.
Thank you so much, Otis College of Art and Design. That was some great information that you shared with us. Next, we're going to have Ringling College of Art and Design.
Hi, everybody. I am Kirsha Ziley. I'm the Northeast Regional Counselor for Ringling College of Art and Design. And I am here to talk to you a little bit about Ringling College. So I'm going to screen share with you. Give me 1 second. Wolfie, turn it off. Sorry about that. I'm just, yeah, here we go. Share my screen. There we go. This has all been fun, isn't it? And here we are. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Now I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so let's go to the keynote. So hopefully you all can see the screen. So Ringling College of Art and Design is a small liberal arts college in Sarasota, Florida. We have just under 2,000 students. We are primarily going to be, like I said, visual art and design. I just kind of quickly run through with you a little bit about our majors so you can kind of see what we focus on. So we have the Business of Art and Design major. That's one of our few BA programs. This is for people who want to focus in on marketing, entrepreneurship, brand strategizing, that sort of thing. It's also a really popular minor on our campus. We have computer animation. We're one of the top animation schools in the country. We actually have 3 focused animation majors. So this is the one that we're most known for. This is our 3D track. This is for students who want to pursue careers in feature film animation. We have creative writing, also a very popular minor in our college. Entertainment design, this is our newest major. So for those of you who want to pursue theme park design, theme restaurant design, that kind of world. This is like, Disney Imagineers type work. It's our newest major, so we don't have our outcomes quite yet, but we're graduating our first class next year. So hopefully we'll have some really good things to talk to you about. We are one of the top 20 film schools in the country as ranked by the Hollywood Reporter. We have 2 tracks in the film major here, narrative and branded entertainment. So you can do either storytelling or you can do more things like commercials and things along those lines. We do have a robust fine arts major. It is 2D and color. It's a very self-guided major. So your first couple of years are fairly curated curriculum, and then your second 2 years you're given your own studio space, and you basically spend your last year building your own collection. Then we have a game art major. This is one of our other animation majors. This is important to note, this is, even though there is some coding and development going on in this major, it is primarily a design and art major. So you do a lot of world building, character design, those sorts of things. Then we have graphic design. I call this our brick and mortar major. In fact, all of our promotion materials that we have at Ringling are produced by our graphic design students as part of the, it's a job they can do on campus. Then we have illustration. This is our largest major on our campus. Students can pursue visual development, which is a track. So for those of you who want to do character development, storyboarding, character design, that kind of thing, you could focus in on that. Or you can take general illustration, which takes you to a variety of wonderful outcomes. Motion design is our third animation major. So this is for everything 2D, 3D, stop motion, CGI, title sequences for movies. This is all forms of animation that are not games or computer animation or feature film animation. Then we have photography and imaging. So this is a really popular minor on our campus. A lot of students will pursue this. It's both commercial, applied, and fine arts photography. It's also, like I said, a popular minor. We are the first VR development major in the world. So for those of you who want to focus in on VR, although I will say to students, if you want to do virtual reality for games, it's a better idea to focus in on the game art major. As I mentioned before, and then we have visual studies. I'm sorry, visual studies is one of our BAs. This is a more general art degree. So for those of you who want to pursue arts, but you don't necessarily want to deep dive in any particular area, this would be a good major for you. It's more cross-disciplinary, and you can have the opportunity to take more liberal arts type classes. Ringling is in beautiful sunny Sarasota. It's about 50 acres. Everything is compact and walkable in there. So your dorms are right across from your studio spaces. So you're not having to get on a bus or hop on a cab to get to your art classes. They're all right there. We have new library, new makerspace, new studio labs, the Bosch Visual Arts Center, which is a brand new center where we have our hot box, our glass blowing studios and things along those lines. Our dorms, housing is guaranteed for all first year students, and our dorms are actually built for creatives in mind. So if you want to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, you don't have to go find a quad. You can, go find a studio. You can actually just go down the hall because all dorms have studios attached to them. Sarasota itself is a beautiful place to go to school. We're really close to some of the most beautiful beaches in America, world-class libraries, theater. The Sarasota Art Museum and the Ringling College Museum are right there for you as well. We are a direct entry school at Ringling. So our whole focus is on getting you a job. And that's part of the direct entry. So you start your major right away at our school, and then you have 3 years of training. And then your last year is your thesis year and your basically your job development year. So we bring about 100 to 200 companies to our campus to recruit our students. So these companies all come. They do job interviews and internship interviews right there on our campus. If you are in certain majors, they will also come into your studio to give you feedback on your work when you're like a junior, so that you can kind of see where you stand and what you need to work on before you apply for jobs. I should say that the career services is yours for life at Ringling. So you have a career shift at 40, you can call them up. They'll do resume reviews, mock interviews with you. They have a job board that only you have access to. They will help you. It's like having a built-in career counselor, which is kind of, I think, great. We also have a robust pre-college program at Ringling. So if you want to pursue that for all of our rising sophomores, juniors, and seniors, I highly recommend it. It's 4 weeks on our campus taught by our faculty. It's a great way to take a deep dive into your major and learn more about our college. I know I'm running out of time, so I'm going to quickly just give you some dates. So to get to our school, you need a transcript, of course. You also need just 1 letter recommendation. We are test optional, and we do require a portfolio submitted through Slide Room. For more information about the portfolio, I do recommend you go to the website. We have a portfolio prep page for you, and you can contact admissions at ringling.edu at any time to set up a portfolio review virtually, because we'd love to look at your work ahead of time, particularly for our more competitive majors like game art, computer animation, motion design, things like that. We are rolling admissions, but we do have one early action deadline for computer animation. Other than that, it's rolling admissions. But we do have a priority deadline on February 15th for those of you looking for merit scholarships. We do offer every single student gets some kind of merit scholarship. But to be considered for the higher dollar ones, I do recommend you apply by the 15th. So that, I know I'm out of time. So I'm gonna stop showing my screen. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ringling College of Art and Design. That was great presentation that you gave to us. I know it's a lot to juggle, but you did a great job. You really, really did.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Next, we're gonna have Pennsylvania College of Art and Design.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie Pacheco. I am one of the admissions counselors here at the Pennsylvania College of Art and Design. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. Where's the button? All right. So first off, we are the Pennsylvania College of Art and Design. We have these current majors that are listed on the screen right now, as well as minors. That's something new that PCAT has started doing. So if there are any majors that you need, that you would like to combine together, that's an option as well. Whoops. Okay. So just to give you a little bit of info, PCAT is roughly turning 40 this year. We're a relatively young college. We have roughly 300 students, so that gives you about an 8-to-1 student to teacher ratio, depending on the major that you choose. And we are also located in the heart of downtown Lancaster. It's just another picture of the city. For this presentation, I'm mostly going to focus on the majors that we offer. So first off is animation and game art. So to give you a little bit of an idea of this major, with how the world is becoming increasingly digital, jobs in these creative industries are in high demand. Careers in this particular major include things like 3D modeling, visual effects, visual development, storyboarding, game development, and more. The major is rooted in the fundamental principles of art and design and visual storytelling, and is expressed through these digital mediums. So students in this major are prepared for a fast-paced, ever-evolving industry. Next, we have the fine arts. So our fine art students are extremely independent thinkers, and they use a variety of mediums to express themselves. So our students work to develop skills and abilities in their studio classes in drawing, painting, printmaking, sculpture, and digital imaging. Students also have opportunities to exhibit in the city of downtown Lancaster and learn about processes such as selecting images, hanging work, creating dynamic and inspiring statements of their work as well. Next, we have our, whoops, that's another picture. Next, we have our graphic design. So graphic design is pretty much everywhere. To the presentations that you've seen pretty much during this session, graphic designers rely on effective visual communication that meets the needs of clients. They are visual problem solvers who use text and images and the most current technology to create functional pieces that convey a message. Things that you would see would be books, billboards, brochures, apps, posters, advertisement, logos. Next, we have illustration. So illustration is what I would describe as our visual storyteller. So illustration majors at PCAD develop a strong personal style that adapts. Illustrators work in a wide range of fields, from editorial work, children's book illustration, graphic novels, concept art for film, gaming, and television markets. Illustrators also learn to draw in multiple mediums, both traditionally and digitally, to help prepare them for a variety of careers. Next, we have photography and video. So for photography, this is pretty much a skill that fits any field. The photography program at PCAD teaches students current practices and technologies and hardware to prepare them for the professional world. Here, they will teach you how to use both a traditional film 35mm camera as well as a digital SLR camera. Students learn to develop strong visual skills and knowledge of traditional, digital, and experimental processes. And students will be introduced to different fields of photography, such as news, documentary, commercial photography, fine art photography through the courseworks in this major. Next, this is our newest major that's going to be available for students next fall, our live experience design. So to better explain this major, it's a degree that's designed to prep students to work in a wide range of disciplines that fall under the entertainment industries. So some work that would fall under this industry would be creating stages for live celebrations during halftime shows, rock concerts, scenery and backdrops, theatrical stage performances, and curated retail experiences. So students will gain a fundamental knowledge in theater, music, material production, fabrication design, sound and lighting, and scenic design in this major. So if you're interested, definitely keep an eye for that next year. Lastly, so this is all of our contact information. If you do have any questions about the requirements, such as the portfolio, the personal statement, or your high school transcripts, you're more than welcome to reach out to us at this admissions@pcad.edu email. But besides that, here are all of our social media handles if you're interested in what we are doing online. But thank you so much for your time, and yeah.
Thank you so much, Pennsylvania College of Art and Design. Great information that you shared with us. Next, we'll have Albright College.
Hi everyone, sorry, PCAD, could you stop sharing your screen so I can share mine? Thank you. All right, here we go. All right. Hi everyone, my name is Alexis. I am an admission counselor as well as an alumni of Albright College, and I will get started with some information about us. So just at a glance, Albright was founded in 1856. We're a small private liberal arts college located in Reading, Pennsylvania. We're about an hour and a half from Philadelphia and about 2.5 hours from New York City and Washington, D.C. So we have a lot of really awesome cities near us, which creates a lot of different internship and job placement opportunities after graduation. We have about 600 day students enrolled. So like I said, we are a smaller school, and that smaller number makes for a 17-to-1 classroom ratio. So most of our classes beginning your freshman year are about 25 students. They really never get bigger than that. But as you kind of grow into your major, you'll see about 17 students. I've been in classes with about 5 sometimes, so it kind of depends. We do value inclusivity and equity. At Albright College, we have an extremely diverse population. Nearly 50% of the population of students identify as non-white. And if you'd like to see the breakdown, I have it there for you guys. Cost, scholarships, and aid. So feel free to take a picture of this. I know this is a huge decision factor when you guys are deciding on colleges, so feel free to snap a pic. On the left is the breakdown of our total cost to attend Albright, including the tuition, room, and board. And then to the right, there are a few different scholarships and awards that we offer our students. So the first one is a merit scholarship. Every student who's accepted gets one based on their GPA, which is recalculated. And those range from $8,000 to $19,000 a year. A trustee award is what you can receive if you need additional financial aid. So you can reach out to the financial aid department if you are in need of that. And we typically try to award students some more money there. The Davis Scholarship is a full ride scholarship. It is an application-based scholarship, so you do have to be invited to apply. But when students go through that process, we choose one person to receive that full ride scholarship. The Talent Award is an award we give out to students who are extraordinarily gifted in the arts. So if you have a portfolio in art, fashion, writing, computer design, you can submit those and we'll present you in front of the faculty of that department and you'll show them your work. And if they really like it, they'll award you $3,000 for your work. The Legacy Award is if you have a family member who's attended Albright. And then we also are Methodist affiliated. We don't require students to take religious studies courses of any kind, but we do offer an award if you are part of the Methodist community. About 97% of our students receive financial aid as well. Academics, as far as those go, we have 150 plus different combinations of major and minors that you can choose from. Something really unique about Albright is you can co-major. So you can take 2 different fields of study and co-major in those fields of study. For example, when I went to Albright, I studied business and fashion. I co-majored in both of those, and I was able to choose either the fashion degree or the business degree at the end of my 4 years. And that kind of gave me insight into 2 fields, as well as allowed me to change my mind freely throughout my college experience. Some of our most popular majors include biology, business administration, psychology, and computer science. And some unique majors we have are fashion, game design and simulation, and music industry studies. Campus life. So we have 4 different styles of residential halls and 10 different options to choose from. We have apartment style residence halls, traditional style residence halls, which is typically where our first year students reside, pod style living, and then we have affinity houses for our student run organizations. Dining services, we have 3 different meal plans that are listed there. You typically will always get put on the gold unless you request otherwise, but those are listed for you there. You can also receive Albright bonus dollars along with your dining service option that you can spend at our in-house coffee shop, or Pegs, which is a healthier eating option, and then Jake's Place, which is our fast food option. There are a bunch of different clubs and organizations, over 60 of them, stemming in the academics, arts, gaming, fashion. We have Greek life, 3 sororities, 3 fraternities, and 1 service fraternity. So I always tell students that they do end up finding their niche when they come to Albright because we have so many different options for you to kind of be a part of. Athletics, so we are Division III. We have 24 varsity sports. We have men's, women's, and co-ed sports. They are listed in that little diagram on the slide. We have 7 intramural and 3 club sports. So if you aren't really trying to dedicate your time to a varsity sport, you can still get active in different ways on campus. About 30% of our students are athletes, so that's a pretty large chunk. I was actually an athlete at Albright, and I always tell athletes who are interested in attending Albright that it's super easy to be able to balance academics and sports because your professors and coaches work really well together and kind of complementing each other and what time you need to complete assignments and go to meets and things like that. For the application process, we only require 2 things, the application itself and the high school transcript. The application, you can find us on the Common App. We also have our own application, so you can fill that out on our website. For the high school transcript, we do require 9th through 11th grade grades, so you can just submit that to us. While we don't require test scores or essays, they are optional. So please feel free to submit those. It only makes your application stronger. For the testing options, if you did take the SAT or ACT test, if you tested a 1200 and above on the SAT or 26 and above on the ACT, that can put you in contention to get more merit scholarships. So definitely include those if your score is that or above. And we are rolling admissions, so we don't have any deadlines whatsoever. So you can apply pretty much year round, and we'll get you a decision within 2 to 3 weeks. And this is our contact and connect. So if you want to connect with us on Instagram, TikTok, or if you need to contact us about your application, our email is there. I will say our TikTok is amazing. We have our mascot on it a lot. So definitely give that a check out if you can. And thank you guys so much for spending some time with me and getting to know Albright.
All right, thank you so much, Albright College. Could I have all my college representatives back for our final question of the evening? And to kind of give some advice to this group before we let them go, what would be a piece of advice you would give them to kind of help them through the college search process in the coming years? Now you guys can answer in the order that you presented this evening.
Okay, so I'll begin by the advice that I usually give to my students is talk to your admissions counselor, be open, be honest. If you're looking for a program, don't just let them talk about whatever program they think that you might like. Definitely keep in contact with your admissions counselor. They're only here to help you. We're here to answer your questions, and we're here to kind of lead you in the direction that you choose, whether it's our school or any other. We just want to make sure that you're making the right decision for you. So use this as a resource.
Yeah, I think that's really great advice. I always try to tell my students once they narrow down their top 3 choices to try to visit if possible. I think getting onto campus is really important. You need to check out the vibe. You need to be able to see the program and what the program entails firsthand and be able to see yourself on that campus. So I do think visiting, I know that's not always possible. So if it's not, that we do provide a virtual tour, and that's why most of us do now, because getting around has been difficult in the last couple of years. But studying art and design, if you do want to study it, I do think you need to pay a lot of attention to that portfolio. And so, work with an admissions counselor, attend events on portfolio development, portfolio review, and you can always make an appointment with a counselor. They should be able to spend some time with you on that portfolio and ask them any questions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with my colleagues. I mean, they all said really good stuff. I mean, I think staying in touch with the schools that you're looking into are really important. There's some really great resources now on the websites. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at portfolios and known that the student did not look at our website to find out what we were looking for in a portfolio. So please, 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 there's a lot of prep work there. And yes, we are your resources. We admission counselors trust me, we want to talk to you. So please call us, email us, bother us. We will get back to you. I would also just like to say too, that don't stress too much if you don't know exactly what kind of art you want to study. That does come with time. And even at a school like Ringling, which is a direct entry school, there's plenty of opportunity to switch focuses when you get there. So worry a little bit less about, your long-term, what are you going to do in 30 years? And just worry about, which environment do you want to study in? Are you looking for, warm, sunny weather? You're looking for more of an urban, life beat kind of feel, but really think about beyond just what you want to study, but what kind of environment do you want to be studying in? That's really important too.
I'm going to follow that train and agree with everything that was just said. I do agree that the portfolio and visiting the college are a very important elements of your college decision. One thing I would definitely recommend is to start your search early. I know senior year can be very hectic, things can pop up. I mean, these past 2 years have been quite a testament to that. So definitely take your time, research as much as possible so that you can make the most informed decision without any sort of pressure or stress because of time.
I'm going to say everything that everyone said is absolutely wonderful. Follow that. I also want to say choose a college that is comfortable, of course, but also pushes you out of your comfort zone a little as well. I will say when I chose Albright, I came from Texas to go up to Albright, Pennsylvania, and that's a really scary move, but it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made because it really taught me independence and kind of grew me as a person. So that's kind of my advice.
All right, that was great information that you all shared. Thank you all for giving your time from your different colleges this evening, and for the people that came to join us, thank you so much for coming as well. And once you leave this event, there will be a quick 5-question survey to give us some feedback and advice to make this event even better in the future. And also don't forget there will be a recording of this event available at strivescan.com/Edison in about a couple of weeks as well. So for us all at Edison in this program that we're doing, thank you for coming. Have a great and wonderful evening. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You
Have a
too.
good night.